Hello, this will be a channel message for you for your highest good, and I trust that it found you at the perfect time. I really appreciate you being here with me in this moment, and as always, I love you so, so much, and I'm so, so proud of you. You are completely unrecognizable to some people. Let's just get that straight out of the way. Like, there's a level of change here that is very difficult to comprehend for some. And I don't want to say this like coming from a place of ego, but you know things that other people don't know. And that's fine. There's no problem with that. And there's a lesson here. Because I feel like if you connected with this reading in perfect timing, you're somebody who has had this knowing, this feeling, this oftentimes quite subtle calling in your body that is telling you something's not quite right here, and there is something else that is out there for me. There's something more. Am I really worthy of living my dream life? This is the question that you've been answering by going through this process. And there is epic transformation here. You're at a pivotal point with all of this stuff. And I'm getting trial by fire. There's a collective here that's been through it, right? And your energy today is straight wands. Straight fire, right? 6 of wands, page of wands, 9 of wands. Congratulations, by the way. 6 of wands. Let's go, right? But fire, by the very nature of the thing, it will transform. It will transmute. It will purify. And I get this energy around the divine detour right now, the divine setback, certain areas of your life where it feels like maybe you're slipping backwards a little bit. But I'm here to tell you that what you're doing is working. On a big picture level here, when it comes to this transformation, it's working. And whatever you've been doing over the past few days, guys, I'm telling you, it's working. It's seriously working here, despite appearances. And there's a collective here that understands, and maybe in some kind of a way is maybe a bit sick of hearing this, but you know it's true, that things are happening behind the scenes, and we don't always see the bigger picture. And sometimes it shows up in a way where we are faced with the setback, and we're faced with the trigger or something, right? And it forces us into making a different decision. And sometimes it's bizarre, and we're forced or inspired to do something like goofy, or go and like watch a movie or listen to a song. Things where maybe in a past life we didn't associate that kind of stuff with forward movement. But in being triggered into going and doing something, being inspired to do something random like that, there lies the magic. There lies the forward movement. Because if you didn't go and watch that movie or listen to that song or stay up late when you knew you needed to go to bed, you wouldn't have gotten the idea. You wouldn't have gotten the download, right? You wouldn't have seen things from that different angle, that different perspective. And I understand it can be frustrating sometimes, and we're breaking out of a lot of patterns here. There is major change, and with the whole concept of the divine detour, there may be moments where you're like, yo, I've done so much inner work. Reality, can you get with the program a bit here, please? Like, is this thing busted? Am I like missing something? Have I done something wrong? Like, please, you know, and look, we're all human. We're having a human experience here. And again, I'm here to tell you, it's working, and you're right on time. You are right on time. Watching this right now, right where you need to be. And there is a quantum shift like no other that is occurring here. I'm telling you. The next 72 hours are going to be wild, right? And this is part of the message here today. And there's like practical guidance when it comes to shifting this reality. But it's not about spiritual work per se. This is about spiritual play and taking the pressure off, because the vibe is here. Like I said, what you're doing is working. The vibe is here. The energy is here. You're moving through the process. And now this is about our belief systems. It's about our thoughts, and it's about what we're thinking and how our body is feeling when we're just playing. And there is no pressure. And we don't feel like we have to push forward and strive and make forward movement. And we don't feel like we have to heal at all costs. And we're very attached to the idea of healing and becoming whole. And it's like the spiritual journey can start to feel like another full-time job. And I feel like there's some major conscious realization around this entire thing as you've made so much progress. Like, there's so much deep transformation here, and there is evidence that things are working for you. But, like, how do I want to feel day to day? Do I want to feel like I'm on the grind when it comes to the healing journey? Like, do I want to feel like there's a lot of pressure on me to make the right decision all the time? You know, to put myself outside of my comfort zone constantly. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? But there's moderation that's required here. And again, it comes back to, how do you want to feel? You know, I feel like we're all here to be at peace with this and experience a life where there is growth and there is expansion. But we get to feel good while we do it. And whatever it is you're doing right now, like I said, it's working. And there's specific beliefs and patterns and thoughts that are coming up to be reprogrammed, reviewed. There's something about rephrasing here, like semantics, the choice of words. What words do you use and how do they make you feel? It's really beautiful what's happening here, guys. And like I said, congratulations, because you're in the Six of Wands. It's the centerpiece of your energy today. So obviously you're celebrating something. There's something that you're doing that's working here in a big way with this Page of Wands on the masculine side of the spread. So this is like public recognition. Six of Wands. Like, people are noticing this. People are seeing the change. People are seeing the success on whatever scale that resonates, right? And I feel like you guys are totally here to be seen. And if you don't feel ready to be seen right now, whatever. There's no pressure. That's what this reading is, like a no pressure reading here. And this is where the magic is. The page energy, the Page of Wands. It's fun. It's exciting. It's playful. It's childlike. The explorer, the childlike curiosity, right? This is like the energy that you're embodying here. And I feel like we're very used to making things happen, and you're very capable in that sense. I mean, this collective that I'm talking to here, whoever you are watching this reading, yo, you're tough. Like, you back it up. You walk the walk, right? This is the current situation, this ride-on card. I don't mean to jump around too much, but I mean, look at this thing. Charging forward, right? Just forward movement, earth energy, pentacle energy, making things happen. And this thing that you've been working on has momentum. It's been picking up speed, and obviously it's working, and you're feeling victorious. And maybe some of you are feeling like you're ready for the next thing. All right, let's go. What's the next play, right? I get maybe this is like a new skill, a new creative idea that has been working, a new relationship that has just been working. But on the feminine side of the spread, those subconscious intuitive spaces and the energy that we are receptive to and the way that we choose to receive, or sometimes we don't really choose because it's subconscious. But anyway, Nine of Wands, right? So the Nine of Wands is very vigilant, can be defensive, you know, and acts from that place of being hurt, having been through a lot, right? And you have been through a lot, right? This has been a major journey, right? And now I feel like as you start to bask in your glory is what I'm hearing. My goodness. Spirit's like hamming it up today. Spirit's telling you to just turn up the volume on yourself, right? You're so worth it. Like, seriously, bask in your glory. Yeah, let's go. I like that. So Now that you're in this energy of, yo, what I'm doing is working and I'm just going to take a second to enjoy myself and play and just do something childlike, Page of Wands, it might be creating these feelings like, yo, is it safe to just play? You know, do I have to keep pushing? Maybe I've got to keep things moving forward. Maybe there's something about the outcome here. Maybe there's something about achievement and success and recognition with that Six of Wands. Like, what is your relationship with that? You know, where do you derive your sense of value, your sense of self-worth? Because a big part of this message is saying that you are inherently worthy. You are inherently deserving of love and support and help and abundance, no matter what you're doing. And it's part of your nature to want to grow and expand and create. That's part of who you are, right? But that's not how you should be deriving your value. And this is the understanding that you're coming to here, because the play feels so good. Taking the pressure off feels so good. And then that's when you organically and naturally get inspired to make the next move, to create the next thing, and you get that idea and it's yours and it's your soul, your higher self speaking through you, and it feels so good and it's like magic. Where did that come from? You know what I mean? It came from your higher self, because you've been relaxing your body, you've been taking the pressure off, and you've been showing yourself the love that you deserve. So it's good what's happening here. And there's a flip side to this message about this ride-on, that the old paradigm, the old program has a lot of momentum as well. So we got to be kind to ourselves as we let go of the old identity, maybe a Nine of Wands identity that says, like, you know, get smashed by life and being on the grind and being a hard worker. You know, maybe there's something noble about that. Like, that's who I am. That's how I want to identify. And it makes me feel safe because there's forward movement. But I think that there's a collective here who's really just so done with that on this deep level. And it feels like surrender. And it feels like my soul is tired and I just don't want to do it anymore. Which is amazing, because this is where the magic happens. And that's why I get this ride-on being clarified by the super potion, right? Healing. But I'm just seeing all of the orange here. I'm just seeing all of the orange, the sacral chakra, right? Which to me, in this context, it feels like that sense of like guilt or shame, or like even a bit of depression or anxiety, right? Because I'm like celebrating. Am I celebrating too much? Am I playing too much? You know, and I feel like you guys are just showing up every day, whatever like scale or however this is resonating, and you're making the choice to be your beautiful, magical, childlike self that is channeling your higher energy and channeling source. And it just feels a little bit like things are adjusting themselves, working themselves out, like when it comes to your external reality. What matters the most is that you feel good. We're developing new ways to feel safe, to feel nurtured in our body, right? To do the body care, to have the rest, and allow the nervous system to just reset and just be still. Like, that's the process that you're going through right now. And that's what this whole thing is all about, is being able to feel good despite the circumstances. But what I get with this current situation being the justice in reverse, the conflict between the old belief system, the old belief pattern, and the old identity that says I need to be on the grind and I need to be exhausted and tired and working hard in order to be making forward movement in my life. That old paradigm and belief system is at odds with this new identity that you're creating for yourself, and it's alchemizing. It's working itself out. And that's why the super potion is here. That's why the sacral chakra healing is here. And you're identifying these feelings, these emotions, these lower vibrational energies that are coming up so that you can be aware of them and so that you can show those feelings love and let them go with love and just show love to yourself. It all comes back to love, because this Zubat, clarifying this ride-on card, is telling me that it's like there's this pain matrix, this fear matrix, the pain body, that has been sapping your energy. When you do rest, you feel like, you know, is this the right thing? What should I be doing? Like, it's been draining you. It's been draining you, and you're so done. Yo, you're so done. And the last card I get clarifying this ride-on is this sleep. And this is more on that masculine side. This is the action you're choosing to take, right? Rest, rejuvenation, allowing the information to process like in your dreams in that sleep state. You might be feeling like it looks like a spiritual attack or something. It looks like a psychic attack on this card, on this sleep card, right? Be open to just, again, they're just like basking in your glory. Again, Spirit's really hammering that home. Just basking in your love, the love that you have for yourself. If you're in the frequency of love, that is your protection. If you can reprogram yourself to say, I am in the frequency of love, that is my vibration, and anything negative, anything of this lower paradigm cannot affect me, that will protect you. And then naturally, you'll probably be inspired to clean your space. You might be inspired to go somewhere and there's a specific crystal or there's a specific process or thing that's going to help you with this, that's going to create changes to your environment. Like, this is all about showing yourself love first. When you feel uncomfortable doing what you're doing right now and just doing it anyway because you're inspired to do it, because you love yourself, and just forgiving everything. It's the energy of forgiveness, which is about you. It's not about other people. And forgiveness isn't letting negative energy into your life and allowing it and enabling it. It's just about letting it go. Understanding that it served a purpose. Other people are on their own journey here. And that's totally fine. But what you're here to do is live your best life and feel good. And show yourself that unconditional love. And embody the self-worth no matter what you're doing. Doesn't matter what you're doing. As long as you're not hurting anybody else, right? As long as it's all coming from a place of kindness and love, guys, do what you want. And just watch when that happens. Like, just watch how you're then able to perform. And the ideas that you get. And just watch what life brings you when you start to embody that. And you guys understand this because you're going through the process. You watch things shift. And that's why there's this like quantum shift that is taking place. And on this healing journey that we go through, like, sometimes we're met with these, like, there's these blind spots. And we're all just doing our best. Trying to show up for ourselves, right? And trying to heal. And I've been reading Louise Hay, You Can Heal Your Life. I think that's like a must read. Like, you got to suss that out if you don't know Louise Hay. Absolute game changer. And she's saying, like, the person that you most like don't want to forgive, or you feel that amount of resistance when it comes to forgiving them, they're probably the person that you need to forgive the most. And again, like I was saying, forgiveness is about letting go and moving on. And understanding that you can reclaim your present moment. And you can be who you want to be, think what you want to think, feel how you want to feel in your new present moment so that you can reshape your future. And when she was saying that about forgiving the person that you most feel the resistance around forgiving, it got me thinking real deep, because I felt like I had forgiven everybody in my life. Everybody that was a part of my past and everything that happened to me in my life. And I was a bit perplexed. And it was challenging. It brought up a lot of feelings, right? But I really, truly believed, like, in my soul that, like, everybody who I've interacted with, everybody who's been a part of my life, I have forgiven them. Like, I've moved through the process. So why, and this is me now, I'm like, yo, why am I still feeling dis-ease in my body? Like, why do I still have health issues? Why do I not feel free right now in this moment? Like, who have I not forgiven? And it was so confusing. And I realized, and it was like a lightning strike, right? That I hadn't forgiven myself. And that was the person that brought up the most emotion and resistance. And so then what I did, because I totally relate to this journey where the healing has become a full-time job. And I'm Scorpio North Node, right? With Jupiter and Pluto there. So shout out to all my Scorpios out there. You understand. Like, the healing and the transformation, we can get a bit fanatical about that. We get excited about that, right? We get passionate about that. And this journey of self-actualization and soul discovery and healing has become my life. And I started to think, well, where's the pressure coming from? Do I feel the need to perform? Do I feel the need to prove myself by healing? Do I still hold some kind of shame and guilt when I'm doing something goofy? So then, for like 2 days, I just played old school RuneScape. Let's go. And I just sat and did, you know what I mean? And I just stopped. I just thought, you know what? I am going to do something that young child inside of me just wants to do, without any kind of hang up, any kind of feeling about it. And I just let the feelings come up to be felt. And anytime there was a bit of guilt, maybe I should be doing something else. No. Not today. I love myself today. Unconditionally. No matter what I'm doing. Any kind of shame or feeling like I should be doing more. All the stuff. You know this. You know what I'm talking about. All the stuff that I've been talking about in this reading and all of the things that we experience as humans here. I just let it come up and I just thought, no, not anymore. Right? And I needed to do this. That it was all in divine timing, because I read the book. I was feeling all of this resistance around the readings, bringing the messages through. Things just didn't seem to be working the way they have worked for me, right? It's like I was being pulled back. And there's other things in my life that have been put on hold. Not by me. Not by me. But life has put them on hold for me. Because I needed to sit with myself and forgive myself and unconditionally love myself no matter what. And from that place, by going through that process, it's like I am free again. And there's a new level of play. And there's a new level of joy and creativity. And there's a new level of desire to grow and make and build in a way that feels good and feels fun and feels balanced, because I can take that day off and do nothing, right? I don't have to be perfect. I don't have to be some fictitious idea of what the world needs me to be. I just got to show up and love myself and try my best. And the love just spills out everywhere around me. And all of a sudden, I'm back to my old self. I'm back in that energy that I'm back where I wanted to be. Where I can speak from the heart, speak from a place of love, channel that energy through me into my music, into my readings, into everything that I'm trying to create for me in my life, into the conversations that I have with people, right? I want to be able to emotionally connect with people and build relationships. And I had to love myself first. And like I said, we go through this journey and we have these blind spots and we miss things. And, this isn't all about me. I show up and I do these readings because it's for you guys, right? But I feel like this story really needed to come through today. And I feel like there's some people out there that really needed to hear this and can really relate to what I've been going through. And I see you guys going through this right now and taking all of the right action to love yourself, to be in love, and allow this shadow material, allow this unconscious stuff to come up so that we can see it and we can just be in our energy and just heal naturally. And like the acorn, right? If you can be in your heart and you can just show up and be yourself, because this is part of your blueprint, this is part of your nature to grow, right? If you can just show up as the acorn, you will organically grow into the oak tree. It will happen naturally. You will grow into the big, strong tree if the conditions are right, if there is love. Love is the condition, and everything else will fall into place. And it's time for you to claim your spot, your position here as somebody who loves themselves unconditionally, no matter what you're doing. And allow this process to unfold from that position of love. Allow it to unfold organically, naturally. Feel good while you do it, right? Show up unapologetically as yourself from that place of inner power and unbridled confidence, and claim it. Guys, the waterfall energy is here for us to tap into. This is about your inner knowing. This is about that feeling and that calling that I was talking about at the start of this message. That's what it's all about. And that calling is telling you, love yourself, be playful, create the life that your soul wanted to live with no pressure, only unconditional love for self. So you know what, with that, I'm totally just going to leave it there, because I don't think anything else needs to be said in this reading. I think this is definitely what this message needed to be. So with that, guys, thank you for allowing me to be vulnerable and listening to me and holding a bit of space for me. I really appreciate it. This channel has been such a gift. It's been a gift from God. There's no other way that I can describe this experience that I've had with this YouTube channel. It's been an absolute gift. And you guys are the ones who are making that happen for me. There's no YouTube channel here without you guys. It's like you guys showing up every day, leaving your comments and telling me about what you're going through and what you're experiencing in your life, inspiring me by sharing your story, sharing information and knowledge with me to help me grow from a place of love. Like, you guys share that information with love. You show me support with love. You show each other support with love. There's real community here. So there's no other way I can say it. It's just been an absolute gift. So thank you so much for being a part of that. And thank you so much for sharing this absolutely magical, divine space with me. And I absolutely cannot wait to do it all again in the next reading. I love you guys so, so much. Bye-bye.